Oh, like a glove. Like a fucking glove. So now, we got all our wood, and it fits, because I'm smart. And I also forgot to bring the saw, so, you know, that helps out a lot. Alright, time to get home and unload. Welcome back for another edition of I don't know what I'm doing. Today, we're going to be building a bench. Well, not today, but over the course of like probably 3 weeks, we're going to be building a bench. The goal is for it to look like this. That is the goal. So, we have all of the wood down here. Not only that, we have something to amplify this. And what that is are these bad boys. My Meta Ray-Ban displays. I'm able to control everything, take videos fully autonomously. And not to mention, my AI assistant is John Cena. I mean, you can't beat that. So, without further ado, now we gotta start measuring. So first up, this is kind of what we have, right? So we have the end result, which fingers crossed it ends up looking like that. And also the measurements of stuff. 19 inches tip to tip. I know, pretty funny, am I right? These are 2x4s measured to the low point, and this is measured to the high point of the trapezoid, because we're going to be making a little curved seating area, and it's going to be gorgeous. So that's the plan. Let's see how well it ends up turning out, or if it just doesn't work at all. We're measuring it out, but here's the thing. This is the length, but that is the tip length. So I guess I can technically, no I can't. Yes I can. Yes I can. I can cut it there because I'm not measuring for the small length, which is going to be the top portion. And this is just the underneath side to like hold all the wood that I can just zap screws into. Alright, first cut, and none other than the flip-flop. Because, you know, you can't put on tennis shoes outside. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. Alright. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do it. So I just realized something. I'm glad I did it before I started cutting this. The angle of 45-45 is going to equal me a straight fucking 90-degree angle. We don't want that. What we want is a little curvature to it. So I think 22.5 degrees is the route we should go. Right in between everything, so that way we're able to push it while still having that kind of slopey angle that I was looking for. So after some deliberation and some math and everything else, and this guy, luckily with my Meta Ray-Ban displays, I was able to ask John Cena to help me kind of more or less formulate the problem, and then I was able to solve for it. So 1.65 inches from the point of which you want equals 22.5 inches, and this is, oh fuck, this is based off 4 inches, but this is 3.5. Okay, now I figured it out. So you multiply by the tangent of the degree that I want, right, which is 22.5. The actual length of this board is 3.5 inches. So by multiplying that, I get my degree angle of 1.44 inches for this width. So by doing so, I can finally and actually have a true 22.5 fucking degree angle. And they were like, algebra is so bad. Well, technically my grade said algebra was so bad, but look at that, it helps. So I'm not quite sure how to use this thing. It's supposed to be easy, it's not. It says 22.5, but I have to do this weird fucking shit to figure out that angle, which is 22.5. It works ish, I think. I don't know. I don't really trust this anymore. I take back my recommendation. This thing is ass. So, We got it. Boom. Look at the math. Math fucking math. Thank God. So now we have bottom. Pow. Alright, so bam. And obviously bam. But piece of resistance is whether or not these line up to 3.5. And wouldn't you know it, I shouldn't have failed math class. That's what I figured out. Fuck yeah. Come on, look at this. Look at that. Pow pow. We're planning for the distance of seats, so I feel like that angle will probably be good. So, but look at that. I thought of an idea. Something I should have done long ago. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I have this as a guide, and then I'm just gonna buy a jigsaw and I'm gonna lay everything out. I'm gonna go la 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 and call it a day because it's gonna be the right angle because this works to like here. That's not 26 inches. That's like 4. So I had the whole idea that I was gonna draw everything out and then get into this. Well, that didn't happen. At this point, I am just fucking winging it. And I think that looks good. It's been quite a few hours. I was on the phone with David and a couple other of my friends like Bennett and everybody. So, time kind of got past me. But we're doing the thing. Lucky, it's okay. It's okay, Lucky. Alright, so real quick, I sprayed some silicone spray in hopes that it wouldn't stick. So we're gonna see if that ended up working at all. Because, I mean, I guess it's kinda not stuck, but it's also not flush. That's fine. It'll be alright. We got this. Oh, fuck. Silicone spray did the job. Very easy to pop off. The only issue is like this side's great. You know, this works amazing. This side, this fucker is like 1/4 of an inch, maybe like 1/8 of an inch off, which is gonna bug the shit out of me. So I'm gonna try and redo that part. Okay, so we got this beautiful fucking trapezoid secured. I guess I can start laying the boards for this. I don't know if I should do that now or I'm just gonna do that now. So to start making these gaps, right, because you want gaps in a bench, only because I see them in every bench, but it's gonna be very scientific. Look at that. Bam, science. So we got 5 boards on. So we're doing pretty good. I think probably 2 to 3 more boards will do it. I don't get enough boards, but that's okay. At least we'll have the main seating section done. And then once we have that main seating section done, I can move on to the other angles that come out like this. Okay, so we have the angle that hopefully will align with that, and same on this side. I think it'll work out pretty good. But now, oh my god, I got this fucking 40-pound giant hunk of fucking wood. Okay, we're about to cut this, and we're about to see how well it actually ends up being. So okay. The battery has definitely died. Okay, so we got it back. Now comes the time of chop and saw. This part's perfect. This part's not.
That's butter. That's butter. Now comes this janky fucking side, which, if I'm being honest, this part right here is very confusing to me. I mean, it should line up fine, but we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. Okay, so I cut a screw. I was wondering why my leg was burning. That was why. Ooh, still hot. So I gotta clean this up a little bit. This part's great. It's the rest of all this that I need to hone in a little bit more. So, note to self, when you're sawing and you hit a screw, it usually just kind of shoots up and apparently just burns itself into your finger. So that's sick. But hey, straight, looks good. Alright, so we have sanded it. Like, look at this edge. Ooh. So your legs don't get agitated, but it's nice and rounded. So in the process of cutting stuff, we got Mr. Lizard over here. He's vibing. He definitely looks like he wants to kill me, but he looks cool as hell. And so he's gonna be my new buddy while I'm chopping wood. Ain't that right, Mr. Lizard? Okay, so besides Mr. Lizard retreating into his fortress of solitude underneath the wetback, because I gave him lettuce. Yeah, I don't think he liked that. But we have the legs, and now I have to do the links on either side to hold it together, basically. And luckily for me, I have something more rudimentary rather than this digital bullshit. So, I mean, look at that. That's how that's supposed to be. And so, after getting off the phone with you, we have... Ow, motherfucker, I got a splitter. I got the splitter out. Okay, we have the boards. Everything is great. We are going to go ahead and start staining this rock solid bad boy before we set out on the ground. We got it. Everything is pretty much ironclad. And we have the stuff. We're about to do another tasting of this with our trusty brushy. Goop. De-goopin'.
Alright, we are back yet again. This time, we have officially, oh yeah, this thing is sturdy and it weighs like 75 pounds. So that's going to be fun getting it through the door. Now comes the fun part of using these 1x1s to build that trellis design I have on the back. So we're going to get cracking and see how far I get and if it ends up working out or not. Stay tuned.
Okay, so I think I have officially figured out all of this. So that is the plan, and now comes time to start chopping the wood to screw onto the back. And hopefully I want to make it at a 15-degree angle, so like that, so you get like a little lean back, you know, something nice, but we'll find out. So the hard part is going to be basically building this back wall up. It's not going to be that hard, but then making sure that it flows evenly with the curvature so that we can have that angle. And I also want it to be a little higher in the middle and kind of slope down after the curves to go in. So we're going to figure that out. We're going to find out. Okay, so we got it set to 15-degree angle, right? And so we're going to go ahead and cut this at that angle in hopes that it will function properly. Hell yeah. And oh yeah, that's a fucking bench right there. Look at that. The fun part is going to be doing the long ways one. Okay, so we cut it. it by no means is perfect whatsoever. But damn it, we cut it. Let's see. Moment of truth. Hey, that's pretty fucking good. So far it's actually lining up pretty good, besides the flat parts right here, which we're not even going to pay attention to because we'll buff that. Yeah, these are all lining up, like, look at that. That's great. Get the fuck out of this. Alright, there we are. Cool. Now I just got to drill again into the side. And hopefully not hurt my knuckles bad this time. This and this, they're attached. I am trying to get the glue off because I know myself. I'm going to touch my hair. Can't have that. Not again. At least not for the second time. So we're doing this. Gonna let this dry a little bit, and then we're gonna do the top portion, which luckily now everything can be cut at a 90-degree angle. We can just slap her right on top. So let's see if it comes up. Okay, that actually didn't pop up at all. This one did. It fucked this thing up. So that's one. That's good. So after we have cut, we have officially made the rectangle. All right, Dad, we are back. So just started doing these guys, right? This one looks great because it was the second one. This one, on the other hand, does not. So, I mean, that side looks fine, but this side does not. But I'm hoping I can just add some, whatever the stuff is, wood putty over it. So now I gotta keep cutting them. For this one, it's gonna be here and then up like that. So that's what we're gonna try. And we'll see if it works. Okay, Dad, so we got this side, it's all good. And obviously, yeah, scientifically proven 2x4s for spacers. So I drilled in just these sides because this is going to be attached to the bottom and I don't want any screws in it. Bit on both sides, and then I can start doing the verticals upward. It's looking good. Alright, close it all off. We have officially gotten this, and I have put the wood filler in the corners on either side because my goal is to make it look like this was just one giant hunk of wood and I cut slits out. That's the goal. But as you can see, it's starting to look actually pretty fucking good. That's where we're gonna call it for today. I gotta go watch a TV show with Amelia.
All right, we are back finally with a actual tripod this time. So as you can see down here, look at this. This is beautiful. We got to sand a little bit, but we got it. My goal is to make it look like the wood just kind of came from it, and when we cut out the slats, I feel like we're doing a good job. So I have to go through, I have to sand a little bit more, and then after I do that, I'm going to start doing the vertical struts that go from here straight up, like so, all the way down. So we're going to see how well that works out, and also, yeah, we'll just start there and we'll go from there. Sounds good. Okay. We are making progress. Look at this. All right, so sanded, yeah, it's not stained, but luckily the stain makes it look like it's not wood glue, because that was the one thing I was worried about, that or this. Because usually this just turns into a big highlighter. But with the stain that I got, I'm able to create brush strokes as if they were grains. So we got that, we got these two. I think I'm probably gonna do one, maybe two more on either side. Right now I'm letting this dry. I just screwed it in both sides, and instead of doing the whole angle bits and bobs, I just fucking traced it. I just traced the angle and I call it a day. So yeah, it's looking good so far. So honestly, I'd say this turned out really fucking well. This is the top though. So really you gotta look at it like that. That's the back bench. I mean, fucking solid. Just wait till the stain hits and then, ooh, we're about to be cooking. I gotta sand a little bit more there, and there.
But I mean, it looks pretty fucking great, so I'm happy. So now we have to do the backside. Backside is a little tricky because I have to make sure it doesn't drip. But outside of that, I mean, doing the backside, then we'll seal the whole shebang. Oh fuck, it's fine. We'll seal the whole shebang. So it's a little harder to do it all. Like the edges, yeah, it all looks good. The tops, they look great. But then you got like white parts like this. But you have to do multiple coats because you're not painting with the grain. So it's a whole thing. But overall, pachow, looks nice. I think, at least. So the one thing I'm realizing right now is that this is fucking gorgeous. Okay, this to this to that to these to that, it uniformly looks amazing. Now we get to add Tuffy Neem right up to it, and we get to slap it all on there like that bench. So without further ado, that's what we're gonna do. Whoa, look at that. Whoa. Alright, a little static freak. Little static freak over here. Okay. That's crazy. Alright, so we're gonna expedite the drying process, but at the end of the day, look at this. Look at this. Oh wow! Wow. I know, I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm not gonna lie. Look at this thing. This is magical. I mean, shit. It's got the slants. It's got the feather fall. We're gonna add gelatin. The good gelatin from Tuffin. So the last thing that we are gonna do on this is basically go through, and you see all this white? Yeah, I hate that. That's just froth from me slapping it on there and not able to see it at nighttime. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna cut it off and then redo stain if I need to, and just really touch this up to make this the piece of resistance. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Loop, 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 loop. Can't froth it too much, not this time. No frothy. Gotta keep the grains graining. Grains gotta be graining. We are about to screw this guy in to this. And luckily I have a scientific thing holding it up. It'll be fine. I'm gonna screw it in from underneath, and fingers crossed, it all kind of works out the way it's supposed to, but we'll see. Okay, so the scientific way did not work, so we are gonna do it a different way. Clamps, sides, drills. I figured it out. Drill through the back base, and then it'll stick. Okay, so check this bad boy out. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Look at this. Oh, I'm benching it. Benching it real good. Solid. Rock solid. I got a couple of scuffs to clean up from the clamps because I was getting agitated with it last night. But overall, part 1 complete. Now on to part 2.